Alright, we're back with another Elise game in Master Grandmaster. Um, so, Elise nowadays is definitely not as popular after her nerfs, but I think she's still definitely viable, a viable option to play as an aggressive support. The enemy bot lane had already locked in Lucian Nami, which is a strong duo in itself, and we had already locked in Jhin. And I basically have a couple routes I can go here. I could go like some kind of poke route, like with a Nico or like Zyro or something, for example, with Jhin, and try and just be super oppressive in lane. But that kind of combo would get outscaled by the time Lucian Nami has like their first items or so and some levels. And the other option is something like Nautilus or Rel or Leona or something that kind of doesn't have a great early lane, but is capable of punishing them later on and just being threatening throughout the game. Um, and I felt like Elise was a reasonable sort of mix of both, where I can be strong in lane, but then also still have an amount of threat onto them as the game goes on. So we'll see how that goes. And I think Elise should pair pretty well with Jhin. If I land a cocoon and start my combo, Jhin can easily follow up with a W. Okay. All right. So here I'm getting, since we got a pretty easy push for level 2 and crashed our wave, I'm just getting a deep ward in here. So we can tell what Hecarim's pathing is. He's pathing towards bot lane. Wow, I'm surprised Lucian just did that. He could have gotten punished very hard if I was more ready to cocoon. See, we see Hecarim now. He did his top side, now he's starting on his bot side. And our jungler is pathing away from us, so nice, not too bad. Maybe I could have just landed on Lucian and super hard traded onto them. I felt like just dodging out on as much of his damage as I could was good enough. But like I said, we know Hecarim is bot side, so I'm not really trying to do anything too crazy. I want to keep our HP high, and not give them any opportunities. Okay. Well, that was maybe a little hopeful of a cocoon. I thought I could get it past the minions. Not quite able to, though. Yeah, we see Hecarim. Kind of nothing too crazy going on at this point. Just looking to hit a cocoon, and once I hit a cocoon on Lucian, then we can do something. I'm out of mana, dude. Are you kidding me? I cannot believe I played that the whole way so perfectly, and I am just too out of mana to kill him. That's so crazy. I wonder if Jhin could have flash followed at some point, but he might not have just because he thought I had the kill. I tried to Q like 100 times, and every single time it would have killed him, is the sad part. Oh, that's so disgusting. And our wave is not very good. Sucks, because Lucian made a big, big mistake getting hit by the Jin W. And they healed late. I ignited before they healed. Like, we did everything right there. I was just out of mana. Maybe after I switched into human form, I could have switched back into spider form as quick as I could and gotten a Q off. But it's kind of hard to say. Nami's boots are insane. Why would she buy that? I think that's a crazy purchase. Wow. I really didn't want to trade super hard because I know if he dashes in like that, they must be like baiting for their jungle. There's no way Hecarim's not around bot side if he did that. So I just wanted the quick trade. He made it a little too good to not try and go for. So here, Jin doesn't need to base, but I'm gonna base. Let's see. Yeah, Hecarim was bot side. After Lucian died, he just decided to start hitting Dragon, which is fair enough. But since I based here, I'm kind of on the same tempo as Nami, so I can affect this fight if I really needed to. Little bit late. I guess our Echo really wants to base, so I'll help him kill this next wave. Okay, very nice. Okay, I don't know about all this, but I like it. Wow. Good job, guys. That fight made me nervous. I was really hoping that we didn't run it down. Okay, I hate taking your XP, but I am just gonna help you. Okay. There should be no world that Kassadin escapes there. But that's kind of why I stayed around mid. I didn't want the Echo to have too much trouble pushing out his wave. So we did end up pushing out his wave, and the Kassadin ended up flashing for the kill trade. Not great, giving Kassadin a kill early like that. Not what you want, but at least I was there to get the kill trade back. So it's not the worst. Even if it's not really what we wanted. Top lane is looking like a bit of a problem, but I can't really waste my time and go top lane because Jin would have such a hard time 1v2. It would be such a bad play, I think. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So well played. So well played. They just got so owned. So what happened there was I stayed out of vision for as long as I could, and I'm pretty sure Lucian dashed on Jin while I was still out of vision, which is exactly what I wanted, because he dashes forward, then he's kind of stuck and has to fight us. So he got hit by my cocoon or the Jin W first, one or the other, and then got comboed into the other one, and you guys saw what happened from there. It was super, super good for us. Did everything perfectly. I dodged the culling with my spider E. Just so well played. I don't think I'm really in danger here. Okay, let's see. I would love to cancel you, Lucian. Where was my spider? What? Where was my Q? I queued in human form and it just canceled. Did I really lose vision? Okay, well at least that ward in the bush really helped us. We canceled the Lucian and now their tempo is awful. I am kind of wary that like Hecarim is on his way bot because they need to be saved so badly. Okay. I knew it. I didn't listen to myself. I shouldn't have, because Jhin was like walking past their tower, like really trying to punish the Lucian. And I wanted to whoa. Wanted to at least throw a cocoon to see if I could get something done there. He's gonna die to Nami wave, isn't he? Yep. But it was just stupid. I knew Hecarim was gonna be there. I just knew it. I think Zac kills both here. Or somehow neither. Oh my god. Somehow neither. Okay, the Protobelt has come up big. We basically killed everybody there, at least. Not the Hecarim, but whatever. Okay. I guess I'll stand here. I want to chunk Lucian on his way to lane, because I know I'll do a ton of damage to him here. If he's not careful. Okay, let's see. Okay. Not good. Not good. They were too aware of it. He was looking at his screen. He was looking at his screen, and he walked a good way. Like, he was pretty far to the right. A lot of people won't do that in solo queue. A lot of people won't. But unfortunately, he did. And Cassidy had flash, otherwise he would have died to kill me. And Echo is so weak, actually. A shame. What? How do they have this warded? Oh, what? I swept it. That doesn't make any sense to me, but okay. Nice. I think this guy is not allowed to do this. Oh, okay. Nice. I really, really, really didn't think they were allowed to do that to me. Thank God. The Lucian's here. I'm healing with red buff pretty heavily. Oh, wow. Oh. If Echo just tanks, we can definitely kill. Very nice, very nice. I feel a little bit under pressure to make good things happen for our team because they have a Kassadin that's scaling pretty well and a head Jace. The Jace has died 2 times since he went 0-2 though, at least. So that's why I felt like I had to make this play that ended up going poorly because the enemy team was onto us and punished us when I tried to cheese Lucian coming back to lane and stuff. So I feel a little bit under pressure to make plays like that. Wow. Um, because of the scaling that the enemy team has. But I don't know. Should definitely not make plays because I feel like I have to. I should make them because they're good. Okay, well that was not my best cocoon. Definitely. Hey, nice. My cocoons could have been better. Probably would have saved Alawi's life. I'm gonna hit this tower though. I don't see why not. Okay, I don't really want to get too much vision topside. The next objective is dragon, and it's up soon, so I'm just gonna stay and keep the majority of my wards. The dragon is kind of a problem because the enemy team has two already. This is gonna be their sole point, which I am not a fan of. I'm just getting the ward. I don't know. Our Jhin is 1 HP and getting dashed on. I don't know how I feel about this dragon. Nice, we ended up getting it at least. I definitely just want to get out. Our Alawi is just not here, so we don't want to fight. We ended up with a mega heist of that situation. We got their top tier 2 for free and stole the dragon 4v5 and all got out. All of that totally for free. Crazy. Definitely not what the enemy team wants there. That's crazy. I can't believe I'm 7-3. This game has felt like a lot of things have gone wrong, honestly. But plenty of stuff has gone pretty well. See, that's a major issue. Our Echo keeps forcing fights and is just super losing to Kassadin. I really need him to stop that. It is just too garbage for us. Like, I don't think he can get dove by Kassadin. He just needs to catch his waves, man, but he's forcing fights. I can't move. Can't move, man. Sad. I think it was pretty good by Zach to look at Nami there as his target. Yeah, she just had flash. She just had flash and my cocoon didn't hit. And I got Nami waved, had to deal with that. So Lowy's getting ganked by a few people. Maybe I can help clean up. She just got bubbled. Ridiculous. Crazy. Not really sure how I feel about this. Our Alawi is just dead right now. But I guess we just kill Hecarim for free. Stop, stop, stop. Please don't go that way, man. Oh my god. Okay, I've dodged the Nami wave. I guess he got Lucian's flash with that. Or something. It kind of looked like he did. Okay. Well, that's warded. It's not warded. What? Dude. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Well, I used my arm guard, and now I have a full Zonias, so that feels very nice. To be able to just outright buy the Zonias. I gotta make sure I don't die. I can play pretty stupidly with the fact that I have Repel and Zonias to keep myself safe. But gotta make sure I don't overplay and die at random. Okay. Field for him. Otacon is definitely important. Whoa. Okay. Well, I was saying Otacon's definitely important to keep in mind. And this dragon will be their third dragon, but I think since Hecarim just did that, we actually can just go to Otacon really quick. And if it ends up in the long run costing us this one dragon, it's not the end of the world. Dude, Otacon just did 1300 damage to me there. I couldn't get inside the ring fast enough. Okay, I'm basing. Somebody's... Okay. I got it, bro. I got it. Just leave, man. I got it. I got it. Go to the dragon. Good God. I have to base anyways. Jhin hitting the roses. Crazy talk. Alawi is just doing some Alawi things, I guess. Why not? Hecarim seems to be not loving this game, so he's just kind of running it down, it looks like. Alright, I'll take it. Screw the dragon. We'll just kill their whole team. We have the grubs, my spiderlings. Can take this tower too for sure. Okay, that's gonna be that. We're getting the dragon. Hopefully he doesn't get TP'd on or something. Definitely want to get Vision in topside because that's where all their jungle camps are. And where they're likely to be heading next. Don't know how much I want to stand here and combo somebody. I definitely won't kill them. But maybe I can chunk somebody pretty good. And protect Alawi that way. Okay. Hecarim is out for blood, my lord. Okay, I don't know what that was. Dude, you are just walking in the stupidest way you can ever imagine. Like, why? Even I didn't walk that way, because Lucian and Nami have to be somewhere. Like, I deliberately clicked down this way, and Jhin just walks up that way right into them. Like, you're so insane. How can you possibly think that that's the right direction? I don't know. I probably should have went towards Crypt Bloom or something, like got the Blighting Jewel, honestly. kind of just bought this because I don't normally get this far in an Elise build. I always go these two items pretty much, and then the game is over. Okay, let's see what we can do to Akram here. Echo with the solo kill on Kassadin. That's new. Very nice. Let's do the Baron, boys. Should be free. Ekrim's dead, Kassadin's dead. Can't imagine the enemy team contests anything here. And we see them all over here, so... Very nice. Honestly, we should push this top wave. I don't know where everybody's going. We have this big top wave. It's really only just this one extra caster minion, but it could have been more if somebody came up sooner. But whatever, I'll push the wave. We can start pressuring. I definitely didn't need to base after the Baron, so might as well. And they're trying their best to punish Alawi, so really into their base we go. And they're... Alawi and Zac are winning the fight 2v4. Crazy. Alright, not too bad. Solid game. 11-3 and 9. GG's. Definitely wasn't the cleanest or perfect by any means, but you guys can see, like, even despite the nerfs, and Elise has definitely dropped in popularity, she still can get some stuff done. She's not, like, unplayably weak now or something. You just got to keep in mind when you play her that you are playing Elise and you're not exactly the most useful champ as the game goes on, especially if you're not ahead. Like this game, I was pretty ahead and getting kills most of the game. I wasn't like light years ahead early game. The early game was pretty slow, but I was pretty strong the whole game. But that's not every Elise game. A lot of time you kind of have to just do your best and be good utility for your team. But yeah, that game was solid as far as Elise goes. So let me know what you guys think. I always appreciate the feedback. And I will see you all next time.